Tigers versus Blue Jays, game preview and lineup insights. When two top teams clash, the stakes are always high. And that's exactly what we're seeing as the Detroit Tigers prepare to face off against the Toronto Blue Jays in a highly anticipated four-game series. Both teams are leading their respective divisions and tensions are running high. But here's where it gets really intriguing. With both clubs eyeing playoff contention, every game could tip the balance in their favor. The excitement kicks off Thursday night in Comerica Park, where the Tigers, 60-43, sitting atop the All-Central, will go head-to-head with the Blue Jays, 60-42, who currently lead the AL East. First pitch is scheduled for 6:40 p.m., and fans are eager to see how this matchup unfolds. After taking a much-needed day off, Riley Greene has been reinstated into the lineup, adding another spark to the Tigers roster. Meanwhile, key players like catcher Jake Rogers, infielders Zach McKinstry and Trey Sweeney, and outfielder Parker Meadows will be ready to step in if needed. On the mound, expect fireworks. The Tigers will send right-hander Reese Olson to the plate, whose impressive stats speak volumes about his performance this season. With an overall ERA of 2.71 and a remarkable 1.69 ERA when excluding his first three starts, Olson has proven himself a formidable opponent. In fact, he has faced 259 batters so far this year and allowed just 3 home runs, an incredible feat by any standard. Opposing him is Blue Jays lefty Eric Lauer, who brings his own story of resilience to the game. After splitting last season between AAA and Korea, Lauer has returned to Major League Baseball with a vengeance. Boasting a solid 5-2 record and a 2.80 ERA, he's demonstrated why he belongs on the big stage. Interestingly, this will mark Lauer's debut at Comerica Park, a venue familiar to many, but new to him given his roots in Northern Ohio. How will he perform under these circumstances? That's one question everyone will be watching closely. And this is the part most people miss. While starting pitchers often grab the headlines, the depth of both teams' bullpens could play a crucial role. Recently, the Tigers made strategic moves within their relief corps, dropping one veteran player while bringing in fresh talent. These kinds of adjustments can sometimes make all the difference in tight games. As the anticipation builds, baseball enthusiasts might wonder, are the Tigers truly in trouble after being swept by the Pirates recently? Or is this merely a minor hiccup on their path to October glory? Could this series against the Blue Jays reignite their momentum? Or will Toronto flex its muscle and remind everyone why they're division leaders? If you're wondering where to catch the action live, there are plenty of streaming options available today, July 24th. And hey, if you're considering grabbing tickets or signing up for exclusive updates via affiliate links, keep in mind that doing so may result in compensation for the referring site. Your clicks, interaction, and data help support platforms like this one, which operate based on user agreements and privacy policies designed to protect your information. So, what do you think? Will the Tigers rise to the occasion, or will the Blue Jays prove too strong? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your predictions. Tigers versus Blue Jays, series preview and pitching matchups. Hey there. This is a big game that could change the momentum of the American League standings. Two powerhouse teams facing off in a 4-game showdown. But here's where it gets tricky. The Detroit Tigers are in a rough patch, while the Toronto Blue Jays are riding high. Let's break it down. The Tigers are heading back to Detroit for a crucial 4-game series against the Blue Jays, starting Thursday, July 24th, and running through Sunday, July 27th. This matchup is far from the last time these teams met. Back in May, the Tigers were dominating the AL Central, while the Blue Jays were struggling. Now, the Tigers have a commanding 8-game lead over the Guardians, but the Blue Jays have edged past them in the overall standings, tied with the Astros for the best record in the AL. Why? Because the Tigers have been on a roll of bad luck, losing 9 straight games and 3 straight series. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are 14-4 in July, and currently hold a 4-game edge over the Yankees in the AL East. It feels like a battle between two elite teams, but the Blue Jays are the hotter team right now, while the Tigers are struggling to find their rhythm. Here's what you need to know about the series. When is the first game? Thursday, July 24th at 6:40 p.m. Eastern, Comerica Park in Detroit. That's the start of a 4-game set, with each game featuring different matchups and times. The Tigers will be on FanDuel Sports Network Detroit with streaming auctions on FanDuel Sports Plus and Fubo. If you're listening, WXYT FM 97.1 will cover it all. Who's pitching? This series has some exciting matchups. On Thursday, Toronto's left-handed pitcher Eric Lauer faces Detroit's right-handed Reese Olson. Friday night, the Blue Jays' righty Jose Barrios takes on Kiter Montero. Saturday features Kevin Gausman-Tor versus Tarek Skubal, and Sunday sees Max Scherzer, former Tigers Cy Young winner, take on Jack Flaherty. Wait, Scherzer is coming back to Detroit? That's a big deal. He's one of the top pitchers in the league, and he'll be trying to bring his magic back to the city he once called home. Meanwhile, Skubal is the Tigers' Cy Young favorite, so this Saturday game is a key moment for both teams. But here's the part most people miss. The Tigers' recent struggles aren't just about bad luck. They've been plagued by injuries and inconsistent performances, which is a real problem for a team that's been so strong before. Can they turn things around? If you're a fan of the Tigers, this is your chance to see if they can claw back. And if you're a Blue Jays fan, this is your moment to prove they're the best in the AL. P.S. Celebrate 125 years of Tigers history with our new book. Go see it of 325 years of Tigers history, Somewhere Detroit 34 Strain continues. Please reach out in the form of the questions and DJ quotes for us. Go see it of 325 years of Tigers history with a link in the description. Got questions? Reach out to Christian at chromo@freepress.com. What do you think? Can the Tigers bounce back? Or is the Blue Jays run just getting started? Sound off in the comments below. Detroit Tigers versus Toronto Blue Jays. 4-game series preview. Imagine the Detroit Tigers facing another tough stretch, but this time at home in the comfort of Comerica Park. It's been a roller coaster season for the Tigers, with struggles continuing even after the All-Star break. They recently lost their third consecutive game, falling 6-1 to the Pittsburgh Pirates, who aren't exactly known for their prowess on the field. This series of losses has raised some concerns in the fan base. The silver lining is that the Tigers are heading into a 7-game homestand, kicking off with a 4-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays starting on Thursday. Hosting games at Comerica Park can be a significant advantage given the team's strong performance in their home stadium. However, the Blue Jays are not to be underestimated. They've been on a winning streak, securing 6 wins out of their last 10 games and climbing up the standings. Currently, the Milwaukee Brewers hold the top spot in the majors, with the Chicago Cubs, Houston Astros, and Toronto Blue Jays just a game behind. Detroit is lagging slightly at 1.5 games back. In terms of division standings, the Tigers still have an 8-game lead in the American League Central, though their run differential is shrinking to +72. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are leading the AL East with a 4-game edge over the New York Yankees and a run differential of +32. For Game 1, the Tigers will send Reese Olson to the mound, while the Blue Jays will counter with Eric Lauer. Let's take a closer look at how these two pitchers stack up. Detroit Tigers 60-43 versus Toronto Blue Jays 60-42. Time ET 6:40 p.m. Place Comerica Park, Detroit, Michigan. SB Nation site Bluebird Banter. Media FanDuel Sports Detroit. MLB TV Tigers Radio Network. Game 104 pitching matchup. Player IB K%, BB%, FIB, FWAR. Reese Olson 63.0, 23.6, 8.9, 3.06, 1.5. Eric Lauer 61.0, 27.1, 6.7, 3.34, 1.0. Both pitchers have solid records, with Olson boasting a 4-3 record and a 2.71 ERA, while Lauer is at 5-2 with a 2.80 ERA. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite Lauer's slightly higher ERA, he has a better strikeout rate and a lower walk rate, which could give him an edge in this matchup. This series is crucial for both teams as they vie for playoff positions. Will the Tigers capitalize on their home field advantage, or will the surging Blue Jays continue their winning ways? Only time will tell. What do you think will happen in this showdown? Share your predictions in the comments below.